Hello, everybody. Welcome to What the Hills. Tuning in from all over the planet. Happy Sunday, Monday, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly Sunday live stream where we get to hang out with you, read your comments in the chat, and you guys get to listen to Jeremy sing an intro.
I plead the fifth.
Well, can you plead the fifth in song?
From here on out, I plead the fifth on everything.
So let me get this straight. You're pleading the fifth to singing. You plead the fifth to a song.
Fine, I'll tell you. Well, I moved into a town with no one around. Ought to get away from the snow. I put in a 2-inch line. Everything was fine till they tried to steal all my dough. Mary was in town hall. Couldn't do math at all. Just kept calling the law. Sending emails to Worm, hoping he'd confirm. No one would know all her flaws. My neck and John running their con, trying to get any money they can. Everything around them dies. Then she fake cries. They'll end up by a river in a van. There were signs all over town. Now they're taken down. Everybody knows who done it. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. They're living in a shed with no permit. Now Russ was texting down. Tell him it's on. Let's give the world a show. Well, we always wanted fame. Now they know our name. In the meetings, always vote no. They're all making threats. Fans are taking bets. Well, who's going to be the second in jail? Will it be Mary, Russ, or Don? Lynette or John? For the second time. It's coming soon. Well, we just know it won't be What the Hales. Just know it won't be What the Hales. Just know it won't be What the Hales. Because we moved into a town with no one around. Or to get away from the snow. Put in the 2-inch line. Everything was fine. Until they tried to steal all my dough.
Give it up for Jeremy. Speaking of Russ the Sus, I pulled up to the post office this week, and I was coming out of my vehicle. He was coming out of his vehicle, and he was wearing a button-down shirt, but it was wide open, and I saw his privates. I saw his nips and his belly button.
Oh.
And then he proceeded to hold the door open for me and waited until I stepped in to let go of the door. It was not.
Was he trying to work his magic on you?
Not a good sight at all.
Was he like, hey, you want free water?
After his belly button was exposed, then he took his shirt and covered it up like a robe and then just let it go again.
Little does he not know that you are infatuated with belly buttons. Go figure.
No,
maybe he got the note. Maybe he got the memo.
No, not infatuated with belly buttons. Just yours.
All right, we got a ton of things to discuss tonight, and we have some huge news that we're going to be sharing with you as well. We're going to transition our typical format. Usually we do mail at the end. We're going to transition to do mail in the beginning of each Sunday night live stream as we transition to our Whatnot auction at the end. Which, by the way, if you have not used your free $15 on Whatnot, currently there is $64,680 still waiting to be used in free money. Now, I see some people are saying, hey, we'll just, we're going to donate that back to Jeremy and George. You can't do that unless you actually use it. There is almost $65,000 of unused free money right now. You can get a keychain, a sticker combo. It's a 2-inch pipe sticker. You've got that What the Hale's keychain, 3D rubber. You can get an autographed photo of the entire What the Hale's team. There's a ton of things that you can actually do, but we're going to get straight into the mail. How much mail do you have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packages. We've got mail. You want me to go first, or are we going back and forth?
We got mail. Go ahead, go first.
All right, first package came directly from Amazon.
I am going to keep repeating myself because new viewers jump on every moment. And so just so everybody understands, we're going to do mail first. We're going to transition in our Sunday Night Live. We're going to do mail first, not at the end. And then we got huge news to share with you. Go ahead.
All right, first gift is from Michelle Hoppert, and she says, sending gifts of encouragement with love from Michelle. And she sent this.
Michelle's such a sweetie.
Says, be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid. Do not be discouraged.
For the Lord our God.
Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. And then she also sent this, a keychain. Keychain says, with God, all things are possible. And then lastly, she sent this, and it says, wishing you strength for every battle, wisdom for every decision, peace for difficult situations, and may you always feel loved. We sure do, Michelle. Thank you so much.
All right, all the way. This is number 202 from Tracy Wooten from the UK. My goodness. Tracy Wooten from the UK sent some jellies. Jelly babies.
The jelly babies.
Some jelly babies. Boy, I got a story about.
I see belly button.
I got a story about a sugar baby. Somebody was dating somebody whose dad actually wanted their girlfriend as a sugar baby, and he approached her about it first. And now his dad is in jail, and he's got a record for selling drugs. But we'll get to that later as we get into court. All right, so we've got Daventry Town Center. It says package number 2, Jelly Babies Ring Van Gogh pin book, as promised in the packaging from Tracy Wooten. Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you so much.
All right, next up came straight from Amazon, and the label says Jeremy Long Driveway Hales. I bet I know who that's from.
But guess who made all the jokes up about that as well? Same person that has that record for selling. But keep going.
It says, Jeremy, someone double dog dared me to send these for your auctioneer costume while you're on Whatnot, so we can giggle at you. Your giant zip ties should kinch them on. Might make a pretty tent for you both. LOL, from Debbie Vaughn. Oh my gosh.
Debbie Vaughn.
What she sent.
Oh my goodness, with Debbie Vaughn. Oh my Debbie Vaughn. Debbie, I'm all the way in here in Ohio. Me and the deer and the beavers are back in the woods.
Can fit in these underwears. These are unders.
That's a nightgown for sleeping in.
Yeah, I said I'm getting in those underwear.
Just a reminder, we are changing our format a little bit. I'm going to keep repeating myself as new people jump in periodically, and so we're at 8,500 people right now. We could jump to 13,000 in the next 5 minutes. So I'm going to keep repeating myself. Remember, YouTube isn't about you. YouTube is about everybody. And so there are people who say, well, you repeat yourself. That's right. We repeat ourselves because YouTube is showing our videos to new people every single day. They don't know what you know, and we don't make the videos just for one person. Well, we make them, actually kind of do make them for us, but all right. Here we go. This is from Amazon, and it is, what does it say? It says, hello, darkness, my old friend. I stood up too fast again. Isn't that the truth? Oh, my goodness. My back has been out this week. Hashtag pots. That means I was too fast on the pot. I don't know who it's from, though. There was no note, but I do see fidget pop keychains. Let's see who that's from. And I think I have a note. I think I do. Christmas in the Creek and a t-shirt. Oh, the t-shirt's from Dina. Christmas in the Creek and a t-shirt for you. Continued blessings. Not sure if the t-shirt will end up in the same order. It did. Hello, darkness, my old friend, from Dina. Thank you so much, Dina. What do you got, George?
This package with the beautiful stickers on them came from Christine Roman Noodles.
I bet it's filled with goodies. Filled with goodies. As George is opening, just a reminder, we're going to change our format on Sunday nights. We're going to do mail first, and then we're going to get into these big announcements. Huge things to discuss tonight.
Says George and Deanna, just a few snacks for you. I hope to see you soon. Love, Christine Roman Noodles. Love you,
Called it. Oh, cookie bite.
Here's some shiitake mushroom crisps. These
I
might
don't
be
even
good for
know
summer,
what
so
that
we're
is.
And then some chocolate wafers.
That's good.
Some Lorna juice. These are really good with coffee.
That's good
And
without coffee.
some cookie bites. Look at all these Lorna
with
juice.
anything. Them cookie bites would be good with Fanta, pineapple,
Thank you, Christine.
or sparkling mango, orange mango. All right. Just a reminder, we are doing mail now at the beginning of the live streams as we transition into our Whatnot auction at the end of the live streams. This is from Jay Nunez from California. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's see what's inside. Wow! Nice crispy 10 right there. That's crispy and minty. Jeremy and George, it's okay to read on air. That's the way you send a note. My heart goes out to you both. I've been a long-time viewer, but now it's more than watching. It's about taking action against abusers and greed. What I've witnessed in this past week is horrid, yet instead of ignoring, your small band of timeless soldiers managed to get an invalid veteran in a bad situation and make sure he wasn't unalived. What impressed me was the willingness to go into that dangerous dump to get every meager belonging that sweet man had. Thank you so much. And we appreciate it, Jeanette. Thank you so much. And she said she enclosed some money for the legal fees. Legal fees are now at $190,000 out of pocket. $190,000 out of pocket. And we could have never done it without all of you and your support and your help and your prayers.
Next package is directly from Amazon. And
thank you, Julie, for the super sticker.
The note says, enjoy, hope you like them, praying for you guys. Karen, from Karen Gooch. There's caramel apple, some cinnamon cream. I've never had those.
That looks good.
And pumpkin spice.
That looks good too. I just bought me a pumpkin roll today from Walmart. I put it in the freezer and I'm going to slice it up. I'm a bachelor. I live alone. It's me and the peacocks. I can eat pumpkin roll anytime I want. Nobody can say anything about it. Okay. All the way from Virginia, Ricky McIntosh. All right, let's see what Ricky has sent here. I get a feeling it might be Ricky. Might be from Lucy too. Whoa. All right, it says, here's my 3 doll hairs. Actual doll hairs. Ha ha ha. And just for fun, there is some 1943 wheat pennies, which they are steel, which everybody who contacts us says, I thought it was 1943. Yeah, it's steel. So it's praying for you all. Sorry for my writing. I have diabetes and neuropathy in my hands. Love you all. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I got another one here from Radio Dave in Tennessee. Radio Dave in Tennessee. And yet it's in Idaho. Idaho. I was just talking. Renee and I were talking. Most of our friends would know that we are friends with Renee and Casey, Bargain Hunters Thrift. And he may even be on here right now, but I know he's getting ready for another huge Whatnot show because we were talking over an hour yesterday. And I was like, Renee, when are you moving out of California? Come on, man, beat the taxes. And he goes, oh, we're looking at places in Idaho. I'm like, for what? It's Idaho. He's like, I got a buddy that lives there. I was like, okay. So that just made me think of Idaho. And Radio Dave sent us a lot of information here as well, which I will definitely go over. I will go over later. So thank you, Radio Dave. What else you got, George?
I got my 5th package. Straight from Amazon. It's a big old package. And it says, a little comforting treat as I thank you. As I thank you for all you guys have done recently. Stay strong. We all love you. Nicole, Austin, Connor, Bill, and Carrie from Nicole Rogers. And she sent more candy. Nicole,
Holy.
you're going to give us cavities, Nicole.
Not me.
Thank you, Nicole. That was my 5th package.
The Florida team's going to get cavities. This is from Elizabeth. Just a reminder, everybody jumping in. We got another 1,000 in the chat now. Jumping in. We're just transitioning. We're going to do mail at the beginning of our live streams now as we transition into Whatnot auctions at the end. Okay, from Plymouth, Michigan, from Elizabeth Schlenkel, and joy and peace at Easter. Easter's says, God bless you all. It says, as the Lord fills the earth with new life, new beginning, and a fresh hope, may he richly fill you with the joy and peace that is ours in Christ. God bless you all. Keep up the great work. Love from Lynn. Thank you so much, Lynn. All right, I guess George got through all of her packages, so now you guys get to look at my package. And we've got Pepper's first puppy. Oh, this is got to be like, this is Michelle Hoffert for sure. Pepper's first puppy. No mess, no worries. Enjoy, little cutie from Michelle Hoffert. All right, Michelle. I'm not even going to open it. We'll let Pepper open it. They will be here first thing tomorrow morning, so I'll make sure they get it. Got another package here from Mansfield, Ohio. Not sure who it's from. Let's find out. Jeremy and George, God bless you. And there are a ton of toys. Ton of toys. Looks like, oh yeah. Oh
Bakugan.
yeah. Bakugan. Didn't your son get into Bakugan?
Yeah, he went through a phase of Bakugan.
I think all little boys did. All little boys did. All right, let's see where it came from. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I do it because I appreciate their art. Okay. There's 5 $1 bills. I appreciate their art. Okay. Jeremy and George, my husband and I have been watching your channel almost since the time George joined the channel. It's awful what you guys have been through, and you're very good people. Don't deserve the best, and you deserve the best of everything. Thank you for everything you do for everyone. God bless you both. I'm glad the Judge Grudge is no longer judge for you. Hopefully, you're going to get a fair trial. Now, if Levy County Police Department could get straightened out, yeah, that would be nice. Best wishes, Rocky and Carol. Please find Bakugan toys for Bakugan toys are for Otter Creek Christmas, and $5 towards lawyer fees. I will make sure those get to Florida. All right, another box here. I don't know who this one is for, but it looks like it could be Pepper or Jeremy. Ghostbusters Playmobil says, enjoy your gift. Much love from Nola from Bridget. Oh, thank you. That's super cool. I have a feeling it's for me. I've got 3 more, and then we got to get into some stuff. This one is across the pond for sure. Okay. This one, wow. 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 Wow.
Thanks,
We've
Kevin.
got animal crackers for Pepper. We've got Stay Puft marshmallow cheese puffs, probably for Jeremy. We got a snack before I go to bed tonight. We got an empty bag of Sour Patch Kids. Christian and Patience did it again.
They weren't even there last week.
Watermelon. You know what? You're right. I was actually not there.
I called dibs on those.
A different type of treasure from the UK, only because I couldn't resist getting you the Ghostbuster snacks. The envelope is empty. Glad you enjoyed the treasure I sent last month from Liz Bird. Thank you so much, Liz. Thank you so much. Very, very cool. I will not be eating the Ghostbusters snacks. I will put those on display. All right, I got another huge box here. This one's from the UK as well.
Ooh.
Remember, we had 1 or 2. This is Tracy Wooten. Look at that fig pin right there. Pops. I guess it's a Pops, not a fig pin. It's a Pops pin. Pops started coming out with fig pins, but they're calling them Pops pins because the fig pins are so popular and everybody loves them. Everybody loves them. Trespassers will be shot Survivors will be shot again. Coventry Speedway, super cool. My goodness. Okay, let's see what the note says on here. It says, can be read on air. Let's see what
Thanks,
it says.
Robert.
Again, for everybody tuning in, we're just changing the format up a little bit. Whoa! We're doing mail at the beginning as we transition into our whatnot auctions at the end. I think that's $10 right there. And it says, Dear Jeremy and George, can be read on air from Tracy Wooten. Hi, I'm a 57-year-old disabled woman from Devonshire in the UK, and I've been watching you on YouTube channel for some time now. I really love seeing you treasure hunting storage units. The dreadful and lying of the actions of your Otter Creek neighbors, I felt I need to send my prayers for you, also some money for you, legal fees. Thank you so much. Again, $190,000 in legal fees right now, out of pocket. And a few items for you to keep or auction. Star Wars fig pin, also a Vincent Van Gogh pin. That was in the other one, the Jelly Babies and the Smarties and all kinds of different things. The yellow signs is for you guys, and the Speedway and YouTube, baby. For a Speedway sign for YouTube, baby. All right. And hope this letter finds you well. Lynette should have headed Exodus 20:16. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. Yours in Christian Fellowship, Tracy Wooten. Jelly Babies and Van Gogh pin, package number 2. Thank you so much, Tracy. Very, very cool.
Very
cool.
fun.
All right. Got another giant package here. I know, no surprise to anybody that I have a giant package. It is Grandpa's Weeder. It's a Grandpa's Weeder. You step on it and you get all your weeds out. Huh. Let's see if there's a note. Let's see if there's a giant. There's no note.
You don't want to weed there at Hale's headquarters.
There is no note. I've done no weeding this season, and Christian and Patience, they hate weeding as well. Thank you so much, everybody who sent mail. We've got another 2,000 now joining us in the chat. We're just going to change format up a little bit on the live streams. We're going to start with mail so we get it in every week, and then we transition into our whatnot auction in the evenings after the live stream. So what a crazy week with Lynette. Woo! We've got Lynette during a court proceeding thinking she can just get up, thinking she can do whatever she wants at any moment in time, thinking she can just scream and yell, thinking she can tell people she's taking a Tylenol. Did you happen to catch what she did with the pill? One of the many pills that she took, and that was all during the same day.
A lot of people noticed. A lot of people noticed. They caught that she bit half of it and then chewed it.
All
and
right.
and then shouted to John to get her meds from on top of her fridge in the shed.
But John can't hear her. John can't hear anything. Huh.
She panned her phone and people clearly saw him sitting by the door. Deanna was the first person to catch that, and I announced it last Sunday to look out for that. And a lot of people caught that.
How about the bottle coming into the camera, John's whole body coming into the camera, and her thinking that the planet is so dumb that they don't have her under oath in a court proceeding, breaking literally how many laws?
Yeah.
How many laws?
So, the only person that can humiliate Lynette
is Lynette.
It's her. It's her behavior. It's the way she's unhinged. Whether Lacey's coming out of the woodworks, whether maybe Alexis came out of the woodwork and was acting a fool. Michelle, was there. Lynette was there. Like all of her personalities and alter egos were out, and that's why she was misbehaving.
I don't get it, though. She was on the phone with her sister when Lieutenant Gregory was on the property, and her sister's literally screaming at her name, Lynette, even though she has posted publicly many times, stated publicly many times, her entire life she's gone by Michelle. Everybody in her family calls her Michelle, except her sister?
Was it her sister, though? Or was it the other Patty? I'm thinking there was a debate whether it was her friend Patty or her sister Patty. So
whether it was Patty, her sister, or Patty.
That's her friends to call her Michelle, not Lynette.
Right. Her friends because she wants everyone to call her Michelle. Her friends would call her
Michelle. Her sister, who knows what her legal name is, would call her Lynette and scream it and yell it.
telling
And
her to
now we get
focus and
even
stop talking.
we get even a bigger glimpse into this psychotic family. Like it's wild. Absolutely wild.
Well, we all saw how cluttered her yard was, and she freaked out when Corporal Gregory said, you know, that they're as long as Lloyd invites them on the property, they can record. They just can't record your living quarters. And she flipped out, knowing that her yard and property looks the way that it does.
Huh. So is she flipping out? This is the big question for everybody. Is she flipping out because she doesn't want the cameras? And hear me out here, or is she flipping out because of the accountability of what the cameras are going to catch? So we could go, she doesn't want the cameras, but we also know that they have proactively, both Lynette and Crook will take the camera and go, oh, look, there's no messes anywhere. Look, this property's completely clean. Look, there's no problems. And yet they don't show you the entire property. They show you one area. So they obviously aren't scared of cameras. Cameras can't be the problem because they've tried to use the cameras to manipulate. It must be accountability. It's got to be accountability.
Yeah, they're only going to show you what they want you to see on their property. In person, it's much worse. The camera doesn't know justice. In person, it's 1,000 times worse. You and I have physically been on that property and saw it with our own eyes. At that time, before we called CPS, there was rotting food everywhere because they were trying to build their soil.
Well, now the rotting food is being tossed illegally on the neighbor's property behind them. So the rotting food is just a new location. Like it's just mind blowing. And you're never going to see on video the smell. You're never going to be able to see it because you can't smell with your eyes.
Unless they invent smell-o-vision, you'll never be able to get a whiff of how disgusting the hot stench is. Brett and Therese have physically been on that property well before the Lloyd rescue. And Brett's even said, you're lucky you can't smell because it's horrible. It's
so bad. It's so bad. And I think there are people who claim to support her that should go on the property. I mean, if they're going to be so supportive, they should be on that property. They should know the reality of it. How are you going to support something you don't know the reality of? That I'm not sure I'll ever understand. Oh, everything is fine. Have you been on the property? No, I don't need to go on there. Excuse me? Huh? I mean, if you're gonna claim you support her, why not at least go on the property and clean it? Oh, because of the way she treats not only just unusual visitors on the property who she lets live in the shed. Then she claims they stole a tortoise and that they're rug addicts and they're rug dealers, and they post all these things about them. Not to mention, I mean, there's 8 now that I believe we have documented and we know of. The way
9.
she treats her own family, which is part of the big news here tonight. We are going to get to some pretty big news. Yeah. Why aren't these supporters on the property with her?
Well, maybe they're afraid that she's going to sabotage them and herself because they're trying to help her.
Well, just because she does that, I don't know, everybody. Look what she did to Lloyd. So look what she did to Jamie. She meets Jamie on Facebook. She has no idea who Jamie is. She's never met Jamie before. And meeting somebody on Facebook and talking on Facebook and talking online is not a friend and is not real. Real friendship happens face to face. Thank you, Kim, for the $5. We appreciate it.
So really quick, can I insert a thought there? During the deposition, she mentioned a couple people that were her friends, but didn't know their last name.
What's their last name? I don't know.
Couldn't tell you where they lived, but she knew Shart's full name. How did she know Chart's full name?
Oh. Well, so what we have is her bringing Jamie on, trying to groom her to get the camper. And then the turtle hits the fan, so to speak, and now godmother. We're talking about a godmother who she knows has rug issues, and she still brings on the property with the child. And while she's doing rugs in a stolen camper, and then what's she mad at? She's not mad about the safety of kids. She's mad she didn't get the camper that was supposed to be left for her. She brings Lloyd in on the property. Here's another major issue. She brings Lloyd in, grooming, trying to get something she wants. She manipulates, she takes advantage of. And then when she doesn't get her way, now she's stating afterwards, he gave them strong drink. Oh, when was that, Miss Lynette? Well, that was a week ago. Lloyd was literally in I gotta calm down.
Weeks.
I gotta calm down.
For 3 weeks prior to that, he was in between the nursing home and the hospital first and then the nursing home.
The only time Lloyd was back to that property within that week was that day because Corporal or Lieutenant or Corporal Gregory, whichever it is, made him show up in person when he wasn't even physically able. Lloyd hadn't been there for 3 weeks. How in the world is he giving them strong drink a week ago when he's not even there?
When he's in the nursing home. Well, don't forget, Lynette and Crook lied to Lloyd, telling them that we're the bad people. Come to find out, we were the ones who wanted to help him, and he was in awe, like, oh my God, I can't believe they talk so badly about you. You guys are the good ones. They're the bad ones. And that's why he moved to a different state to get as far away from them as possible.
Crook making a video lying that they bought his camper for $1, trying to tell the planet. But they don't want cameras on the property. Oh, okay. They just want to manipulate, telling the planet that they bought that camper for $1. Never happened. All lies. Taking advantage of a veteran, taking advantage of the elderly, and there are still charges pending for that against Lynette. And I find it so mind-numbingly horrific what she has done to people and what she does when she doesn't get her way. So now she's saying Lloyd was grooming the child. So before it was, oh my goodness, my child is crying because that he told her that was her camper. Wait, the same breath is she's never allowed to go in the camper. She's not allowed to go in the camper. She's never been in the camper, not allowed to go in the camper. But she's crying now because that was her camper. No, she's crying because you ripped a necklace off of her. And even then, she wasn't even crying. She's still laughing, having a good time in the background, and saying things such as, are you going to put the YouTubers in jail? What for almost 5-year-old talks like that? One that's subject to all the insanity that goes on that property on a daily basis. By the way, everybody's sending super chats. George and I are both on phones right now. And so it's difficult for us to see them, but we thank you so much, all of your support and all of your help. This is a tremendous undertaking financially to hold these two accountable to what they've done to so many others and what they've done to us. And so thank you. I truly mean it. Thank you so much. We won't plead the fifth on thanking you. Won't plead the fifth. How many times did you hear her plead the fifth? Thank you, Tecmo.
Yeah. So when you took a tally, it was roughly 60 times. But has anyone at home taken a tally and counted the number of times she pled the fifth? Deanna just whispered 64.
I thought Deanna whispered 666.
She's the demon, for real. She does
That's
have
what
a
I heard
demonic
Deanna
presence.
mention. The insanity of the entire
72,
deposition.
4,678.
This is an individual who has no respect for authority, who has no respect if she's told no. She believes she's owed everything by everyone else and she doesn't have to do anything. Like, she literally complained publicly. Again, we have all the screenshots. We can share it all, prove it all, and we will in court. Complaining publicly that we have volunteers helping us at the schoolhouse remodel when we're trying to do something good for the community. Thank you, Candace. And she can't get any help. Wait, hold a second. I thought nobody could be around that child or she would die.
This life-threatening disorder. I mean, why would you want other people on the property? Which she's debunked her own self, proving over and over again that the child can be just fine with plenty of people around her. When fish
Around the people at the flea
Can't be
market.
around anybody.
the people at the flea market, all the germs on the shopping cart.
Can't be around anybody. Why isn't anybody helping us? Why are they all volunteering for what the Hales? Maybe because you told the entire world that your child is going to die. Oh, and then, remember when we were at Christmas in the Creek and then people would go, how dare you not give that child anything? Number one, not our responsibility to give anything, as if Crook and Lynette would actually accept anything from us. Crook and Lynette are under court orders. They cannot be within 500 feet from us. Now, the child was never denied anything whatsoever. As far as we know, somebody brought her through the line. We actually thought we saw her. We thought somebody did bring her through the line. We thought she was there. And to our knowledge, still to this day, we thought that was her and somebody brought her. She was never, ever, ever kept from anything. Her guardians have performed illegal acts. They have been held accountable by the courts. They cannot be a part of anything. They cannot be within 500 feet of us. That is the consequences of their actions and what they have done. And it's sad because it does affect the child, just like the living environment. The child has nothing to do with that. Just like the grotesqueness, the neglect, the filth, squalor, the vileness of that property and the living conditions. That child is helpless and has absolutely nothing to do with that. It's sick. Thank you, Candace.
So going back to the body cam footage of when Corporal Gregory was on the property and he said, Miss Lynette, the tools here, Lloyd said is here. She goes, okay, well, if he says it's his, then it's his. He could just take it. Oh, so does that mean the camper? Does that mean the camper too? If he says it's his, it's his. Just take it.
Well, she already said he could take it. She just said that nobody that works for what the Hales can take it, which is interesting because there wasn't a single employee there. There was one person who's an independent contractor that was there. They work for themselves and they help with projects.
On her day off.
Yeah, well, we could throw that in there too. Her day off, she was doing that of her own accord because she actually cares about people.
Amen.
Did you hear her? She said amen.
A woman. So the fact that What the Hale's employees, there were no What the Hale's employees. There was one What the Hale's independent contractor, which is an individual that works for her own self and helps me with projects. And she did it on her day off because she cares. And so the ridiculousness, the absolute ridiculousness. Wow. I mean, it just going back to the deposition, there is so much there that I've either forgotten or missed. And every time you go through it, there's another nugget that can be used in federal court and another nugget that can be used in federal court and another nugget that can be used in federal court. Like, it's mind blowing. It's literally mind blowing. The fact that she's literally biting, she lies and says it's a Tylenol, and then she's chewing a Tylenol. And then what happens after she chews that Tylenol?
Well, her grandson Landon did confirm that she over medicates herself with her Xanax. He confirmed it. Why would he lie about that?
I plead the fifth. I'm not going to say anything that incriminates me. How can somebody be so foolish to say, okay, I'm going to bring a lawsuit against you, and then go, I can't take any more of this? She's the one that did it.
She has yet to prove anything, like any allegation that she made. Randy kept trying to clarify what she meant in her handwritten petition. Like, ma'am, what did you mean by this? Did you mean this? And then he was trying to get confirmation of what she meant. And she's like, you are a liar.
Oh, and then she brought this all on herself.
Sir, you are a liar.
And then we revealed this week, which we've already known all of this already, that she contacted the forensic handwriting expert. And after we reveal that, Deuce contacts that forensic handwriting expert. She hangs up on him. But how ridiculous! Like, morons of a feather, liars of a feather stick together. Like, she has broken so many rules, so unprofessional. No wonder he has no clients.
He didn't even try to attempt to call
8-hour, 10-hour live streams. He has nothing to do.
He didn't even attempt to call with a blocked number.
Now, some of you are going, wait,
a lawyer?
Some of you are going, can't Deuce talk to her? Yes, during the proper channels within the court system. No, not outside of that whatsoever. That's intimidation of a witness.
That's some backdoor behavior right there.
What happened this week is being dealt with, but that's not the big news. It's just mind blowing. And let me emphasize this again for individuals: free lawyer for Lynette. She's getting exactly what she's paying for.
Yeah.
And
you know what? Truthfully,
she wanted.
Truthfully, I personally do not think he cares about her. He only cares about building his profile. He's only in this for clout for himself. I honestly don't think he cares about
that side profile of his is huge. I don't think he should be sticking that nose where it shouldn't be, because that side profile is big enough as it is. And that's coming from two people with huge noses.
He only has 2 clients that I know of, Lynette and Crook. That's it.
Oh, well, I know of 39. Lynette, Michelle, Lacey, Alexis. I could keep going on. There's 39.
Wilson, Barber, Corrados, Cook, Bennett. Who else? Who are we missing? She even said in the deposition she's been married 6 times. You guys heard her.
Why don't you throw Hembry in there? Hembry can be number 8.
Oh, but she don't even know his last name, but she considers him a good friend.
So who are you talking to? My friend. I only know his first name. What's his last name? I don't know. Yeah, that's friendship right there. That's friendship.
I consider him a very good friend. Why? Because he bought you free cameras that sent you a bunch of money. He's a good friend.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much, Jeff. You know, I also know that we shared that she bought an $80 Olight, but she doesn't watch What the Hales. 85. Okay, yeah. $85 Olight.
She probably even used your discount.
Probably used the What the Hales discount. Don't know 100% for sure. I'm sure I could contact Olight and they would give me the information, which I'm going to share some things in regards to that in a moment here. But tells the deputies, you obviously don't know my story. We don't know where our next meal is coming from. And yet you're using the discount on What the Hales, most likely, which I will contact Olight and I will find out for sure. Most likely using that discount, buying an $85 Olight when you could buy food, not only for the child, but for the animals. Now, that being said, that has really turned me off to Olights. Okay. Number one, Lynette jumping on board, wanting to be part of the cool kids club and spending money on Olights instead of food for a child. That has truly turned me off to Olights. And that's not the only thing. As a matter of fact, I have severed our relationship with Olight. Olight employees have made certain commitments to myself and What the Hales, which they have not followed through on. And they have been given every opportunity to follow through on. And their response to that was, we're going to send you teacups straight from China. My response to that was, we will never, ever promote Olight again. And we will tell them that your team and your company cannot and will not be trusted by us. And so I want to share that with everybody out there, that Olight has breached their word, and we will not be promoting nor dealing with Olight anymore whatsoever because of their breach, which they trying to cover up with China cups. And so my encouragement is send all your Olights back. They've got a full lifetime warranty. Send them back and say, sorry, Olight. Dark days for the Olight team. So we have officially severed the relationship with Olight. They were given every opportunity to make things right. So they made commitments in writing. They did not keep those commitments. And then they tried to cover up the commitments. And I have lost all faith, all trust in the Olight employees and the Olight company. Go ahead. You tell Olight, send them your Olights back. I am not going to be promoting them. We will not do business with them again. And this is the same thing that happens with YouTubers that we meet with and we teach and train, and they get a little bit of fame and they get a little bit of, oh, they love me. And then they stab us in the back. They create drama. They do something stupid. And we tell every single one of them before we even meet with them. And some of you are in the chat and you can confirm this because we probably told you, you create any added drama in our lives and we will cut you off immediately. We don't have time for other people creating drama in our lives. And obviously, it's already happened. That's not a life we want. That's not a life we want to live. And so many do this. They get a little bit of fame and they get a boost and a push from what the Hales, and then they go do something very stupid. Thank you, Herbert. Appreciate that. And Olight got a boost and they got a push, and then they didn't keep their word. And we will not be working with them any longer. They were given an ample amount of time to make the corrections that needed to be made. They did nothing to make those corrections except say, oh, we're going to send you teacups from China. Maybe Lynette can buy them with a link, some teacups from China. So, by the way, teacups from China did not correct this massive mistake they made. And so we are pulling ourselves away from Olight, and Lynette had a significant impact on that too, knowing that she has one. But what if we find her $85 Olight on the property? That'd be awkward. Because she was out there looking for our microphones and our cameras. How many cameras and microphones do we have now?
We're under surveillance 24/7.
They've got, was it 5 cameras and 3 microphones, she said?
5 cameras and 3 microphones.
They've got 5 cameras and 3 microphones. We're under surveillance.
He doesn't know about the ninja out there taking notes.
Deanna said she don't know about the ninja out there taking notes.
Oh, well, the good security is security that nobody knows about. And so the ridiculousness of the things that have come out of her mouth, I'm just mind blown by it. I'm truly mind blown. And I'm not the only one. I mean, there are accusations you're going to see in tomorrow's video. Okay. I've got some huge news for you. I got some huge news for you all. All right. Tomorrow's video, you're going to see a couple different things. And oh my goodness. Tomorrow's video, you're going to see a couple different things. You're going to see me being accused of using other people to try and pay off her family members, which, number one, has never, ever, ever happened. Okay. And so I want to clarify this so blatantly clear. Every single person has contacted us. And frankly, I have blocked everyone in her family, including Lindsay. Lindsay calls me in drunken states and she did it again the other night, 4 calls in the middle of the night. And I blocked her. And I blocked all the family. There's only so much crazy I can take, and it's all in that family. And so the funniest part is claiming that I'm trying to pay them when I have literally blocked them all. And so you're going to see tomorrow that she's going to claim that I'm trying to pay off the family. She's calling the Levy County Sheriff saying that I'm trying to pay off the family.
This is part of the delusional paranoia. Lots of assumptions coming from her. She even said it in the deposition that there was a lot that, yeah, it was an assumption.
There's so much insanity, but this is the big news. There's a side of the family we haven't heard from yet. We've heard from Lynette's biological daughters, Lynette's stepdaughters. We've heard from Lynette's grandson, biological. I mean, these people.
Grandchildren.
That's true. Michaela's, yes, grandchildren. So grandson, granddaughter. Her granddaughter is just impressed me so much. Her granddaughter is so sharp and so self-aware. Like Lynette has no self-awareness at all. You see that, I see that. Her granddaughter has so much mature self-awareness about her family, about the issues, about what that means for her, what she struggles with. And her granddaughter has impressed me very, very much so. The rest, I have not blocked her. The rest of the family members have been blocked. Lindsay, Landon, Price, those individuals. And so I have never contacted anybody. I have never had anybody contact anybody. Every single person has contacted me. Now, we've also heard from the child's side of the family, which they contacted me as well. And we know of the heartbreak and we know their struggle seeing all this. They've even said that they contacted CPS or DC. What is it down there?
It's DCF, and they contacted DCF because of a concerning post that she posted on Facebook. It was a post, a very, very concerning post about John that she posted on Facebook.
Vulgar. Which and obviously we have.
This was well before we ever exposed her. They did that on their own because of her behavior and her words, and the allegations she made towards Crook with the child.
With 15,000 of you on here right now, the only side of the family we haven't heard from yet is Crook's. Until tomorrow, #baby. We're going to hear from Crook's sister tomorrow. It is going to blow your mind.
I mean, we knew he didn't have any children.
We knew he had a brother, but we didn't know he had a sister.
Someone figured out he had a brother, but now he has a sister.
It is going to blow your mind. You will be here. You do not want to miss tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video is, there's over 15,000 of you right now watching. You do not want to miss tomorrow's video. The things that Crook's sister has to say. And there's a whole lot of other things as well. Remember walking on the road, friends, we're going to pick her up. There's a baby. There's no baby. Let me clearly state for everybody. The child is in the stroller. And George isn't the only one that saw it, even though George didn't video it. And you're going to see all of that tomorrow. Other concerned community members called into Levy County to report it. And you're going to get to hear Lynette's call to the Levy County Sheriff. You're going to get to hear what the Levy County Sheriff deputy has to say. And you're going to hear from Crook's own sister.
Wow. Not a good thing.
She saw it.
Not a good thing.
Crook's sister.
I had a handful of women helping me here at the schoolhouse. And then I invited them to come town hall meeting with me that evening.
Patty, Debbie Farmer.
Pushing the stroller on Highway 19, not on the road, not on a sidewalk, on a busy highway with her back turned towards traffic.
You're going to hear that in the concerned citizens call. By the way, this concerned citizen is an elected official in Well, the position now may not be elected. This concerned citizen was definitely running for an elected position in Levy County. And this concerned citizen even called this in and said these very words. She's pushing a stroller. She's in all dark. I almost didn't even see her, alluding that she was going to hit her. And she goes, "It's dark. I can't, you need to send somebody out here." And so you're going to hear this from a prominent leader in Levy County who called the sheriff because Lynette was putting the child in danger and herself. But the biggest bombshell, the biggest brouhaha is you're going to hear from Crook's own sister. We've heard from Lynette's family, and they all say the same thing. We've heard from the child's family, and they all say the same thing. Tomorrow, you get to hear from John Crook's own sister. Give me a guess in the chat. Type a 1 if you think she says the same thing, or type a 2 if you think she's got a whole different opinion on this. If she follows Deuce and his controlled narrative when he's telling people to block Lynette from the chat, when he's editing phone conversations, please let me know. 1, does Crook's sister agree? Or 2, does Crook's sister not agree and thinks that somebody else's altered reality is true? I saw what the Hales in the chat said 1.
That was me.
Somebody's been sneak peeking at the videos.
We didn't even know he had a sister, so keep that in
No
mind.
idea. We had no idea. Which, let me emphasize again, every single person has reached out to us. Every single. There are people out there on YouTube that are claiming that, "Oh, I'm in conversation with somebody. Look at this screenshot." It's saying it's somebody's ex-wife. It's a complete and total lie. And then going, "Oh man, if you're related to him, call me." Well, they're claiming that they're already in a conversation with somebody's ex-wife. They obviously aren't. This is the reality. There are people who lie to you on YouTube and say they're in contact with somebody. And then there's truth, there's receipts, there's proof, there's screenshots. You get to hear it all tomorrow. Brandis, thank you so much for the $2. All of these people who have come to us, every single one of them. Tomorrow, you get to hear from John Crook's sister. And I guarantee you, it will blow your mind. Literally blow your mind. You know what blows my mind, George? There is currently $64,680 not used of free money on our whatnot right now. And so if you signed up, I'm putting the link in the chat right now. If you sign up for our whatnot, which we're going to do another awesome auction here tonight, do 100 items in under 2 hours. If you sign up on our whatnot, we're giving you free $15. It's free money. And you may go, "Well, what am I going to do with $15? Well, you could do some early Christmas shopping for sure. You could do a whole bunch of things with it. Now, some people said, "But Jeremy, we want to donate it back to you." You can't do that. You got to spend it. And you can get anything from an autograph to a keychain and a sticker combo and all kinds of very, very cool items tonight here on Whatnot. There's going to be some amazing things. And we don't want you to lose that money, guys. You've got 30 days to spend it. There is $64,680 there. If you use our link, we're giving you free $15 that you can spend anywhere on Whatnot. You can go anywhere on any auction, spend it anyhow you want. And especially with Christmas coming, who doesn't want free $15? Like, I'll use it. I will use that $15. So I'm going to put that link in the chat one more time. Just a reminder that we are doing Sunday night auctions after the live stream. We're doing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard with Christian and Patience. And George and Deanna are doing Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. And I have watched the auctions. I was watching $500 to $1,000 items go for $100 and under. If you're not in these auctions, you are missing not deals. That's steals at that point. And so you definitely want to be a part of that. You definitely want to be in there.
All right. So We want to thank everyone for tuning in from all over the planet. If you don't plan on going to Whatnot, I do want to say thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed our live stream and will join us again next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard here on YouTube.
Who the
Want to
hell
thank
knows what's going to happen by the time next Sunday rolls around?
Want to thank our moderators, everyone that sends a super chat, a super sticker, everyone that, all of our members, anyone that upgraded membership, anyone who gifted membership. And thank you to everyone that sent fan mail. We love opening up your mail and reading your special notes to us. All right, we will see you on Whatnot. Say
All
goodnight.
right, join us right over there. We'll be there right now.
What now?
What now? Yeah, she said what now?